Nella, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hello, hello.
Hey, what's going on, James?
Hey, Silas. I just want to let you know that we are live now.
All right, all right.
All right, man. So how you
Right.
how you been, Silas?
Man, I'm all right. I'm just sitting here working on the little Espanol, trying to figure it out.
That's right. That's right.
Man, it's muy difícil.
Es muy difícil.
Man, I'm trying to get to it.
That's right. Yeah. You know what? Right now I'm trying to make sure my my audio. Hey, Casey. Casey just showed up on because we're doing a multi-stream right now. Casey just showed up on TikTok. Can you verify? Can you let me know, Casey, if you could hear Silas's audio correctly? I want to make sure he's not too low on your end.
Hey, what's up? Underscore Casey underscore.
Yeah, let me see. Did she put anything? No, so she hasn't put anything. So we'll just go ahead and keep on running until somebody lets me know whether the audio is good or if it's off. We got Juan on YouTube over here. He writes, "What's up, James? What's up, Silas? What's going on today?" So today, hey, today we're back. We're back home now. No more vacation for me. Back to reality. Gotta get back on the grind, right?
Hello?
Yeah. Hello, Silas. Hello, hello. All right, so it looks like we might be having some audio issues from
Okay.
Silas's side.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
I got you. You went out for a second.
Okay. Yeah, that's how GTO right there. That I can't take any credit for that. Yeah. Let me see here. Let me make sure I got everything set up correctly, because I haven't done this the last like almost 2 weeks now, so I don't know my settings are correct or but maybe a little bit high. So it looks, I think my audio is a little bit higher than yours. So let me talk right now, and I'm gonna try to adjust the audio right now while you're speaking.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's good to have you back in the States, man. Get you back safe and sound after your little jaunt around the world, around Europe. I think probably having issues because you're not used to being you're not used to immobile. You used to be immobile, man. So you got too used to jogging around and running around.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I got the audio now. I raised your audio up just a tad bit, so that should put us up to par. So they're asking on here. They're asking how was the vacation? I had a great time.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I had a ball. Being out there. And like the best part that I like was being able to share that with not only you guys but also with everybody that that follows us either on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. I haven't seen anybody on YouTube or any of those platforms do something like that. So it's a vision that I've had for quite some time, and now I'm actually able to put it pieces together and be out there and just bring something different to the table, if you will.
Yeah, definitely, man. It was definitely a new experience.
Yeah. You know what? Because me and you, we did quite a few. We did quite a few video visits. From the video visits that we did, which video visit stood out, or what moment stood out to you the most? When we're out and about.
I think probably what I mean. There were a few, but I think in Malaga in Spain, I think that was really cool. Like, 'cause that was just like my first glimpse, like while when you walked out of the hotel and you were just on the street and just looking at all the old world architecture, and then right next to it there would be a new building like a hotel or something, like, and just realizing that all of that stuff had been there for hundreds and hundreds of years. It was kind of like going back in time. It was really cool, and it just had me really curious about the people over there, the way that they lived, and when you walked around and you interacted with a few people and gave them the headset, like, that was just like a really, really cool moment for me.
Oh yeah, that's right. When we were right there, with that club, we were at that club when everybody was hanging out, everybody was blasted back, just chilling, socializing and whatever. And I'm over here walking around with my camera equipment, and then there was a few kids. I think they were like in their early 20s when they started, and they wanted to speak to me, and then and then they wanted to speak to you. You know what? I was talking to I don't recall exactly who I was speaking to, but they saw that video.
Hey,
and they were
James, your audio for me is like super low.
Your audio is super low.
Your audio, like me hearing you, is like
Yeah.
really, really low. Like I have it turned up like almost to the max, and like I can hear you, but it's like really low.
Let me see. Let me mess with the settings over here. Tell me, I'm turning the knob right here. Tell me if the audio is getting any better for you on your side, or if it's still the same. So I'm over here adjusting the audio, and hopefully it's getting better. If it's not, then the next calls, maybe I'll just go ahead and pick them up on the computer, so we could go ahead and you could hear me a lot better.
Yeah, because I can hear. I have it turned all the way up, and then I can hear, but like when that automated recording comes on, like I almost go deaf because that's so loud.
All right. So what I'll do is on the next call, or if you want, you could call back, and I'll pick it up on the computer like that. We should be the audio should be a lot better on if I do pick it up on the computer.
Okay, I'll give you a call right back.
Okay. All right. Cool.
This call is now
This
being
is
recorded.
Global Tel Link. You have a prepaid call from
Silas Johnson.
an incarcerated individual at the Centinela State Prison, Centinela, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hello. Okay, this is not working.
call is now
This
being
is
recorded.
Global Tel Link. You have a prepaid call from
Silas Johnson.
an incarcerated individual at the Centinela State Prison, Centinela, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hello, hello.
All right, Jay.
All right. Could you I'm adjust the volume right now.
Yeah.
Let me know if you
Yes.
can you hear me better now?
That's much better.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's much better. It's like a regular call.
All right, all right. So you know what? So normally I have like this headset, this Jabra headset that I normally use whenever I do these recordings, and I broke it yesterday. On I think I put too much. I had it in my backpack, and today when I was unpacking, I noticed that it was in half. So I gotta go ahead and order another one. So right now I'm just using like my regular Apple microphone. So hopefully the audio's not it's not too bad, and hopefully when I say them P's it doesn't pop your ears.
No, it's good. Sounds great.
Okay, okay. So so we were talking about that time, when we were going around Malaga, Spain. And there we didn't spend that much time there. I think we were only there for 2 nights, and then we shook. And with you, I don't think I've uploaded all your videos yet. As far as that, I still haven't even touched on the ones in Prague when we walked into that KFC, and we did
Yeah.
yeah, you remember that one?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, I think, was that there? Berlin? I think, Berlin.
Yeah. So I can't even believe I'm back home. Just yesterday, I was in Madrid.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, hello,
Hello?
Silas. Hello. All right, so I'll go ahead and just continue right now while GTL garbage till link works
Okay.
itself out.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
All right, I hear you.
All right, so the audio came back. All right, so I guess it's a combination of two things going on right now. I'm having some hiccups on my end, as far as like the microphone and whatnot, and then GTL garbage cell link. They're having their normal audio issues that are. I mean, at this point, it's another day in the office. It's bound to happen.
Yeah, it's technical difficulties aren't just, just momentary. They're a way of life.
You know what, Silas? I don't think I mentioned this to you, but like a few weeks back, I came across this video on YouTube from GTL where they were talking about how how the tablets and the phone service, how it's benefiting incarcerated individuals, but also how they're able to investigate ongoing either criminal acts or investigations through the phone system, and
Right.
how anybody that downloads the app into their phone, you're giving them consent to know exactly where your location is at. That one I wasn't aware of. The one I was aware about was that you're giving consent for these conversations to be recorded.
Right.
It's funny. I find it funny that they could tell you exactly where my location is at right now, and possibly even get a judge to issue a warrant if I was involved in some criminal activity. But they can't even provide the service that they claim to have, which is phone conversations.
Yeah, it's a trip, man. Like, so somebody on my class, they did like a project, and they were talking about like the music that you have access to, like for the apps, and you
Yeah.
order the music.
All right, so if you could hear me, Silas, you're your audio went out. It went dark. So I'll let you know when you come back in. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna look at these any of the comments on TikTok over here. Let me see here.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
You can't hear me.
you're back now.
Okay.
You're back in.
Yeah, but so he was telling, he did like an expose, and he said that online, his girlfriend found that they can monitor the music that you listen to, like, which is, I don't know how that can be of any help to anybody,
Well, you know what? Well, the things people like, they're beneficial to people. So if they know what you guys are listening to, I'm pretty sure they could figure out, the things, the type of music that you guys are gonna buy. So, possibly getting some other artists on there, for them to make money. Information is king. That's why Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Google. That's how they make their money. By having information on people, creating spreadsheets, and catering to your needs.
I think what he was talking about was kind of like monitoring to see, like, causal settings and, the residents, the music they listen to kind of like develop like a profile, I guess, for lack of a better term, on the individuals. Like, kind of like, from what he was saying, it was kind of like profiling you based on the music that you're listening to. Like, let's say you were listening to like some Brother Lynch Hunt or something way out.
Yeah.
Then they were kind of saying that, they would kind of look at your criminogenic needs and I mean, the way he was saying it is like possibly they could, like kind of use it like against you in like a negative way, which is insane. But yeah, it was pretty
Okay. So I see. Okay, I'm tracking now. So kind of like, when people, would get hyped up, back in the days, when you would listen to certain music, and it would want you, to go out, it would make you, or it would help you, commit, the things that you're going to be doing out there. It was going to be pumping you up, kind of like that.
Right. But I mean, I don't think that there's, correlation doesn't equal causation,
Yeah.
I mean, I can listen to all kind of crazy music right now, and I mean, which I don't, because that's not the headspace that I'm in. But I mean, that withstanding, even if I did, like, it's not gonna compel me to do anything. It's not gonna compel me to act. Like, art is subjective. Art is just art. I mean, how many times have we seen, like, I mean, people, they show all kind of killings and all kind of fictional killings on television, and people that enjoy those movies, they don't go out and kill people. It's not, violence isn't a byproduct of watching violent television shows or movies, or listening to violence. I mean, it's at the end of the day, I mean, there's, it's up to the individual. I mean, you have, like, what about the multi-millionaires or even billionaires that listen to this music, or kids in the suburbs? They're not going out there committing murders, So it seems like kind of it's discriminatory to put that, kind of that label on people who come from impoverished communities just because we're in prison. Like, it's like, okay, well, this music is bad for you if you listen to this, if you're just going to go do these things,
Yeah. There's certain music that I listen to, and it'll definitely take me back to a different time. When I was younger, maybe like 92, 93, when I used to listen to, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Creeping on the Come Up. Are you familiar with that album?
Absolutely. Classic. Classic. Yeah. Wow, I am offended. I am a music aficionado. You ask me if I'm up on Bone. real? Like,
Hey, I don't know. Hey,
come on.
you might have started listening to them when their second album came out. You know, East 1999. I don't know. You know, for all I know, you could have been listening to classical
Definitely.
music.
Nah,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I mean, although there's nothing wrong with classical music, and I'm a jazz lover.
Yeah.
I'm a heavy jazz lover. But I distinctly remember that album, it only had like,
All right. So the audio just went out, Silas. So I'll let you know when it comes back in. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Oliver Patchwork or Oliver underscore Patchwork. How's it going? On Instagram, and then Vivi Renteria writes with Puro Oldies. That's right. That's right.
so did I come back in? Can you hear me yet?
Yeah, you're back in. You're back in, Silas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I remember that album only had like,
All right. You went back out. So let me see over here. I know. So let me see. Tanya had asked if we're on a call. Yeah, I'm on a call with Silas, and hopefully, when the audio comes back in, hopefully you guys are able to hear him. You're back in, Silas.
all right.
So
Yeah.
the last thing I heard was the Bone Thugs their first album. Oh, yeah, you're right. It did have a very small selections of songs. What was it, like 5 or 6 songs?
Yeah, it was really, really short. It was really short. Yeah, but I do like that second one better. That Eternal 99. I like that better though. That had Bill Collector on there. That had some
The
that had
Crossroads.
some meat on there.
Yeah.
That was my favorite Bone album.
And for those of you that didn't know, that Crossroad, it had 2 versions of it. Do you remember that, Silas? All right, so his audio went out. Man, and GTL is Wednesday today.
All right.
You guys are locked into your cells, and you guys don't got proper phone service. It's all bad today.
And, I mean, damn, it's this is crazy.
And we got
You kidding me?
yeah. So we can hear you now. We just had ICEMAN tap in. He writes, "Yo, James, welcome back. Hello, Silas."
Hey, what's up, Alex, man? Yeah, audio's crazy today.
Yeah, it's all bad. It's all bad. Not only on my side, but on their side too. So, both those having some audio issues is not a good combination.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah. So man, I think I listened to like Bone Thugs and Harmony up until into the Art of War. I think once the Art of War came, after the Art of War, I think that's when they kind of started having issues, and it wasn't the same anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, I definitely couldn't listen like a few years ago, right? It's probably 2018, 2019.
All right, Silas. So your audio's no bueno, Silas. It's all bad, no good. Did you catch up on some sleep? Yeah. So you know what, Elias, man. So last night I landed. I got home maybe like at about 8 p.m. My wife picked me up from the airport with my daughter, and man, my daughter she's 5 years old, and she was like, "Papa, I missed you," and I was like, "Man." It broke my heart. My heart started melting, and then she told me next thing out of her mouth was like, "Papa, where's my gifts? I want my gifts now." And I was like, "Hey, hold up! I got them packed up in the bags." So I told her that we would get them, once we got home. So I picked her up. I picked her up a few gifts from surprisingly from McDonald's. Despicable. I'm not sure if it's Despicable Me 4's coming out, or it came out, or the Minions 4. Anyhow, they had they had this beach towel. It was $1 if you bought a combo, and then also they had a water cup or a water mug and I picked that up also. And then let me see. So the Silas, I think he hung up. So hopefully he'll be calling us back in the next moment, in the next moment or two. Anyhow, and I didn't even know about it. We were in Gibraltar. We're about to cross into Gibraltar when my niece, she's into the Minions and all that stuff, and she was like, "Oh look, that they were selling that stuff for $1." I was like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, "Sign me up." So I ended up picking up that towel right there, and I thought it was gonna be like a little face towel, but no, it was a full size beach towel. And then at the airport yesterday, before I was gonna leave, I stopped at McDonald's also, and they had those cups, so I ended up picking one of those up. So my daughter was happy when I gave them to her. She was all happy. She was excited. So that definitely put a smile on my hands, or a smile on my hands, a smile on my face. So yeah, it was a long flight yesterday. It was from Madrid all the way to LAX, and it was 12 hours, and I couldn't sleep. The dude, you know, I selected the seat next to the emergency exit, and it was a two-seater, and I like those because you could stretch out your feet. So when I got there, when I jumped on the plane, there was nobody sitting next to my seat. I was like, oh hell yeah, hopefully nobody shows up, because I think I was one of the last people that showed up to get onto that flight. Anyhow, so nobody, we were taking off and nobody was on it. I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna be straight. I'm gonna be plush right here. And some dude ended up asking the flight attendant if he could move. So this fool ended up sitting next to me, and this fool, he slept through the whole flight, but man, like that fool stunk. And I was like, man, like all the luck, the seat was empty. Then I got some stinky ass fool next to me that doesn't wear any deodorant, is sleeping with his mouth open. It was just all bad. So I couldn't fall asleep. So and then so I ended up paying for the internet on the flight for like 4 hours, and and I streamed a little bit on TikTok, which I was kind of surprised. I was just like putting the camera, out the window, which reminds me, I need to go ahead and double check that video, and upload some of it onto the onto onto TikTok. Let me see. Lysa wrote something on here on YouTube. He writes, "Why is the Rock of Gibraltar so famous?" You know what? I have no idea. I didn't even know about that place. So so we got there. I didn't even know nothing. I didn't know anything about that rock. I didn't know anything about anything. But my sister was like, "Hey, we're gonna take a day trip to Gibraltar." She ended up renting a car right there in Malaga, and then I think it was like, I want to say like maybe like a 2 or 3 hour drive from there, and I captured some video of it. So I'll go ahead and I don't think I uploaded any of that onto any of the social media accounts. So I'll go ahead and put that on, and we have Silas calling back in.
This call is now
This
being
is
recorded.
Global Tel Link. You have a prepaid call from
Silas Johnson.
an incarcerated individual at the Centinela State Prison, Centinela, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hello.
Hello?
All right, cool. You're
Hello?
yeah. Can you hear me, Silas? Hello. All right. So I think I don't think
Okay.
yeah. Let me see. Let me punch a button so see if you could hear. Um. All right. Yeah. So it's not working. GTL is one of those days. I guess maybe they didn't pay. They didn't pay for their They didn't pay their internet bill. Probably. I think that's what happened. I might change the microphone. I got a different microphone right here. Let me switch it up and check if this one. Because I don't want to be holding it in my hand. Hold up. Hello. Oh. Hello. Okay. All right. Cool. So, I guess I was having a little issue with this connection. I got over here, so I went ahead and plugged in a different microphone. And there it is. Silas is calling back.
This call is now being recorded.
This is Global Tel Link. You have a prepaid call from
Silas Johnson.
an incarcerated individual at the Centinela State Prison, Centinela, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hello, Silas.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you. I could hear you on the other one too, but I guess apparently you couldn't hear me.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, okay. All right. So hopefully,
Yeah, I set the tablet, so
hopefully that's better.
all right, we'll see how it goes.
You know what, Silas? If you want, can you take over the mic for like a moment? I'm gonna grab this other microphone so I can plug it in, because the one I got set up right now is not working out that great for me right now.
Okay.
All right, cool. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
All right. So, I'm interested in seeing the feedback on the trip that James took, and what you guys' experience is like. Just looking at the videos once he loads them up. Fellas and I have been talking in here, and it was it's pretty much like all of us just got to go on this trip with him, and all of these out of countries, and it felt really good, and it was really inspiring for all of us, and it really gave us a lot to look forward to, when we eventually come home. A lot of us have only been, either our cities locally or a couple of states away, and just haven't really used our imagination to get out there in the world and see the world. So watching James do that, by proxy, it was really an interesting thing to do. And man, I know it's got me jacked up to travel over there and explore parts of the world I've never seen when I come home. So I'm interested in seeing what you guys think about that. We really appreciate all you guys joining us, checking us out. Casey _ ICEMAN, Juan, just all everybody that falls through on a regular basis and checks us out, supports us, and taps in with us, and all of that really, it's especially really keeps all of us hopeful in here, and looking forward to getting out there and starting over again. So definitely want to thank you guys for listening and give you guys a shout out for joining us all the time.
All right, Silas, can you hear me? Hello, Silas. Silas. Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Silas, can you hear me? All right, I think his audio has gone out again. Anyhow, so we got Veronica. Hey, good afternoon for Veronica. We also got Ms. Boo. Good afternoon. Pause due to poor connection. What? All right, and that's on Instagram. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, we're back on. So I went and switched up the mic already. Hopefully, this mic's a lot better. And this is a mic that I bought. I bought it a few weeks ago, but I really haven't used it. Supposedly, it's like it's a higher quality mic. I guess we're gonna find out today.
Yeah, I was talking to the listeners. I'm not sure if they heard a word I said with the mic going in and out.
I heard a part of it.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I heard. I did hear some of it.
Yeah, it's acting up crazy today.
Yup. We got Hummingbird Felix in here. Hey, she writes hello. Hey, shout out to Hummingbird. Thank you for tapping in. Obviously, we're having some technical difficulties right now, but it be like that sometimes.
Absolutely. What's up, Hummingbird?
Yup. So Lyceman over here on YouTube, he's hitting me with those facts about
Well, I was
Gibraltar.
just I was saying that I was really interested in the viewers' feedback on on the videos that you upload that you're gonna be uploading in the next coming days and weeks.
Yeah, Silas. So on your end right now, when you talk, your mic's a little bit low.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you just went up just a tad bit, but yeah, if you maybe you could get a little bit closer to the microphone.
Yeah, it's like right here,
Oh,
right
okay.
here in front of my mouth. If I get it any closer, it's gonna be in my mouth. There
All
you
right.
go.
I'll raise it up a little bit. I'll raise it up a little bit on my side over here. So Hummingbird writes on the chat right there. She writes, "I'm new, but I can relate to a lot of your content."
Okay, well, welcome, Hummingbird. Definitely glad to have you here.
You know what? And I'm glad that you just said that you could relate to some of it. And just for clarification, just so nobody gets the wrong impression. So me personally, I've never been to prison. I never gangbang. I never went. Fortunately, I never went to prison. But obviously, I do have a connection with the streets. Whether it's growing up, in certain parts of LA, having friends that were from certain neighborhoods or were either taggers, part of tagging crews, party crews, or crews in general, and and I do have a connection with the juvenile hall system and the camp system and the LA jail and the LA County jail, if you will. So I connect with a lot of the individuals through those experiences. I'm connected to in some weird way, to the CDCR, even though I've never been there. I set up this platform to so these individuals can have a voice, share their stories, and let everybody know, what their life was like growing up, what their life's been like, either going through the juvenile hall system, through YA, and through the prison system, and ultimately, where they're at right now. If that makes any sense to anybody, listening to these conversations. Are you there, Silas? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, all
I
right,
can
cool,
hear you.
cool, perfect. So those are some
Yeah.
of the reasons that I'm doing, that I'm doing this. Go ahead, Silas.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah. I mean, it's definitely like for all of us, that have been participating. It's given us, not only a window, into the world, but it's let us, like you said, it's let us tell our stories. It's given us a a venue to tell our stories and to showcase our growth, and not only let people know where we came from, but like you said, to have this platform to let people know, where we're at right now, and our goals that we're pursuing, our dreams, for reentry, for post incarceration, and for and to be in service, to anybody who possibly is in the grips of addiction or experienced incarceration or has a loved one who's incarcerated, or somebody who has no experience with the judicial system, and it's just out there, and maybe is a potential advocate, for the reconstruction of the broken system. You know, we're doing this for all of those purposes.
Yeah. And another thing, when I started the YouTube channel, I didn't know exactly
where this channel was gonna go. What I envisioned at the beginning was, just having conversation with these gentlemen over the phone and having them, share their lives with me, or share their lives with everybody. And through these months, we're about to be hitting a year that I've been doing this. And over the months, it's evolved into different different points of view that we've been sharing, from from the phone calls, to the video visits, to even having the audience calling in and having conversations with them, or the audience reaching out to them directly through the GTL tablets, the video visits, and now ultimately going on vacation and sharing my vacations with them, so they could see what the world is bigger than being on that block, or being in that state, or being in that city. I as far as myself, before I started traveling, like, I hadn't been anywhere. Like, my life was maybe like in a 3 or 4 block radius. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't know what the world was, and I still don't know what the world was. But I every time I go somewhere else, I get a small glimpse of what that is. Interacting with people from different places, picking their brain and asking them questions as far as like what they think about the U.S., or what do they think about the prison system in the U.S., or what their prison system's like, and what their government does for that population.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's really cool. Like, it just inspires people to think, think outside of everything that and to dream bigger. I think that's the one thing prison, amongst, many things that prison has taught me, to not to limit myself, because when you're in such a limited space, environment, all you have is your thoughts, your imagination, your dreams, your goals, your ambitions. And being constricted in this place has taught me to dream bigger. And I want to see the whole world. From LA to Antarctica, like, I want to get as many places as I can. Before the clock runs out. Seeing you here, it's just, man, it's motivation for me to get my passport stamped when I get out of here.
Hey, you know what? Just because I'm not sure if the people on TikTok could hear you, but yeah, I'm currently having a conversation with Silas. If you guys could hear him, let me know. If you can't hear him, also let me know. My system has been. I broke down my system so I could be mobile. So I might not have it set up correctly. I just asked the ICEMAN right now to double check if he could hear you on the YouTube side. We want to hear. I can't hear. Oh, so they I guess they could only hear me. Let me double check something really quick. So I'm not okay. They should be able to hear you because. Oh no, hold on. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Here it goes. Talk now, Silas.
Hello?
Can you guys hear Silas now? I think I might have had the knob down. That's pushing your that's pushing your audio out. Can you guys hear Silas? Silas, say something.
Yeah.
Talk right now, like say a sentence, and so I wanna know if they could hear you.
This is Silas and Johnson. I'm hoping you guys can hear me now.
Yeah, I'm not. No,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Yeah, they're not hearing you. So yeah, I gotta figure out, what I didn't plug in correctly, because they can't hear you. You know what? I think what
You
I'm
have
gonna do.
60 seconds remaining.
You know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna plug my, because right now I got it on Bluetooth, so I'm gonna check if I could plug you in directly, so we could do it like that.
Well, It's getting close for me to get out of here to school. If you wanted to run one tonight, possibly we could do that if you want.
Okay, all right, that'll work, Silas.
Just message me with the time.
Okay, later on, maybe like around 9 or 10. We'll go ahead and do.
Perfect.
We'll do a late night hype, and I'll go ahead and figure out this audio situation that I'm having on over here.
All right, yeah, you can let the viewers know. That'd be cool.
Okay, all right, cool. Thank you, Silas. All right, so Silas had he had some other prior commitments going on. He has to go to school, but with that, we're gonna be going live tonight, and it'll give me some time to figure out what's going on with this audio, since you guys can't hear, and then hopefully I'm able to figure it out in the next few hours. So, but anyhow, I appreciate you guys listening to this one-sided conversation that I was having over here by myself. If you were on the TikTok side, and hopefully if you were on the YouTube side, you were able to hear everything. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream. Really appreciate it. And like I say around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it's lights out. And with that, I'm out.